I hopped on a minute early because I just saw you, Chris. I wanted to say hello personally and not just through a chat since we haven't seen you in a while. So, hey, buddy, we missed you. Hey, Lathias. How's New York? Or are you not in New York? You're somewhere else? Kira, what's going on? This week is water and coffee because last week was a lot of shots, courtesy of True. I think she made me do 5 shots in a row at one point. And that was rough. I had to put 5 shots in a glass and drink them all at the same time. And I have my fast break. And we all know what happens when I eat my fast break. Krista, still East Coast. Sorry that you got plastered. Don't be sorry. It was fun. I had plenty of time to feel better because I was live last week for 9 hours. From 3 Pacific to midnight. You're safe from Botrix here, though, because I whitelisted you, I think. We definitely missed Topher's son. Killing this fast break. So I heard it was snowing in New Jersey. I'm not too sure if it was snowing also in New York. I talked to my dad yesterday. I forgot to ask him. As the boys say, how's it hanging? Oh, I love you guys. Had a good work day today. I had technically had a 4-day weekend. I did all of Friday's work on Thursday. And then, yeah, it was pretty much off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it was busy coming into work today. But I got through it. And then my dad comes in on Friday, so that should be fun. And then I think I figured out all of my live streaming, multi-stream problems that I was having. Things that should have worked that didn't work. All basically because of using a Mac. Chris said there was snow. Okay. Mathia says, what boys have you been hanging out with? Were they straight from the 80s? True is here. Chris said, anyhow, you all have a great week. Things are the normal amount of crazy here in the States, so plotting my escape plan. Well, I hope I get to see you soon. I wonder, Chris, obviously I understand if the answer is no, but I might be in New York in a couple of weeks. So if you'd want to hang out, and you're close to the Bronx, I could always take my dad's car and meet up somewhere. Yeah, true. Today is water, and this is technically an iced coffee now. It was a hot coffee, but then I was like, oh, I gotta watch The Good Place. Thea said, flee to Amsterdam. I told you once I hit it big and I could afford to send people places, I'll send people places. I think Kira's the one who usually asks. Today I watched The Good Place, season 2, episode 11, the one where they finally get to the bad place and they have their aliases, and it was good. Kira says, it bothers me where things are going to be before the midterms if we can just wrestle control in Congress. I hope so. But that would be cool if I go. I know my dad's visiting me this week, but if I do happen to go for something that I may need to go and I'm in New York, it would be cool to say what's up to Chris in person. That would be dope. Kira, if you watch my reaction when I post it, I'm going to try to get the YouTube one up for tomorrow morning. The Patreon version is already up, but I commented on her accent. She's so good. All 4 of them look so cute in their new clothes. Yeah, he's left us. Althea says, guess it was a big thing in Canada too, right? Or well north of the US. I also love when Chidi slapped the guy in the dick. That was funny. It would be cool to see the Aurora Borealis. I have a mini one going on back here. This is my personal one. And those robust Canadian men. We know where Kira's moving. So I beat Ghost of Yotei a couple of days ago. The main campaign, there's some side stuff. So when I'm live streaming video games, I think the only game now that I have to start playing like legit is Borderlands 4. Because I beat Shadows, I beat Yotei, Where Winds Meet. That game is hard, man. And I don't really play it too often. The Kind Assassin and I did start kind of playing Palia a little bit. Kira says, did you see that blonde dude that was chatting up Chidi, then said something flirty? That's her husband. I said that too. When I first saw him, I was like, that looks like that guy. Is his name Dax? Because I don't, there was something I thought his name was. I had a feeling it was Dax Shepard. And then when he comes to the bar and he's talking to Eleanor, I was like, wait a second, aren't they married in real life? So usually I do not figure stuff out like that. It always happens when the people are in the comments, they'll tell me. So I can't believe that I actually picked up on that. I always get Dax confused with the dude from Scrubs. I forgot his name. Kira says, so Canadian men are too white bread for you, Letheus. You like them rough around the edges. He likes them rough around the edges and soft in the middle. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Forgot to put this goal. 1 hour. With a creamy feeling like a Twinkie or a Twink. Oh boy. Mm, 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 mm. Being direct equals honesty. Shira's here. What's up, Shira? Thea says, being like, ooh, how are you when you don't actually want to know is dishonest to us. Isn't that considered polite? Mm. Mm-mm-mm. So I have some trivia questions up if you all want to do like an unsanctioned, just shoot some trivia questions. It's a different website. And a lot of these questions I haven't seen yet. So they're like in between easy and difficult, I think. True said, yay, trivia. Dee says, no to us. If you waste other people's time with things you don't want to know, that's rude. I'd much prefer if people ask me things they actually want to know. So if I go to Amsterdam and I have to ask someone a question, I'm like, hey man, how's it going? That's rude. So the Dutch just come up, unzip you, and get to business. But these, I mean, if they genuinely want to talk to you. So you're making Amsterdam sound terrible right now, to be honest. Shira says Dutch sound like betazoids from Star Trek. Oh, not even New York is that bad. Rude time wasting person. Oh my God. So True acknowledged the trivia. So I'll wait a couple of minutes for Boomhauer. Okay, so I finished my Reese's fast break. How many minutes until I get sick? Cheers. In New York City, they just yell at you for asking anything. That's not true. The only time it's probably you won't get an answer when you're trying to talk to somebody in New York City, like Manhattan, is if you're there before 9 in the morning when everyone is getting off the train trying to get to work. People aren't like rude at that point. They just want to get to work. Their heads are down and they're going to work. Oh, oh man. Kira says, I don't have the energy or enthusiasm for questions. Why does it feel like it's 11? Oh. Well, that's okay. I'm not going to. So Sandy's timeline recap just subscribed to the channel. Thank you. And I have a feeling when I go in, it will say no one subscribed. Jason Young subscribed. Welcome, Jason. I hope you guys, if you're on, say hello. Boom is here. Boom says, what I found on my trips to the Netherlands is that once they figure out we're Americans, they seem to relax and understand we're just chatty. Dutch peeps are just much more stoic. And he loves the Dutch. Shira says, I guess we don't have to answer the questions. I'll just pick C for every answer. I mean, if nobody wants to play, then we could just chat. It's fine. I don't force things. I won't cry on camera. Ooh. How was work today, Boom? It does always confuse me when I get subscribers when I'm going live, but they're not on the live. I ain't gonna complain, but you know. Boom says it was dead. Everyone came yesterday. Kira says, what did you cook? Oh my God, I almost misread that. What did you cook today, Boom? My day was like it was a busy day, but it wasn't a crazy busy day. Though I had a 4-day weekend, and then my dad is coming on Friday. So this week I'm trying to do a little bit extra every day. So when Friday comes, I really don't have anything to do. But these didn't even spot the giggity. Boom says he's up. All right. So I found, I don't remember if I said this before you came on or after, but the Kind Assassin sent me a trivia page that I have never seen before. And there are different questions. I don't even know the answers to them. Boom said lots of marsala and piccata. That sounds good. Yesterday I made salmon bowls, salmon, rice, spicy mayo, cucumbers. It was so good. Okay. Thea says, that's why I'm glad you do have the soundboard. Oh, today you like it. The other day you were like, down with the soundboard. All right. So I'm not going to do, I mean, I have categories open, but this one doesn't have them separated the same. So I'm just going to just ask the question. If you know it, you know it. Boom, got hammered. Nice. I actually had fish and chips today, to be honest. So here's a good one. Sheer says, we need to get you the book of questions, not trivia per se, but more fun than trivia. That would be cool. What ship was commanded by Captain Ahab? The answer is C. I don't think this one's multiple choice. This one I do not know. I thought it was going to be some like pop culture answer. I don't know this. The ship that was commanded by Captain Ahab. Boomhauer says bounty. Boom says we have a seafood soup for tomorrow. No. The USS Great White Whale. That is not it. Boom says no. Ahab is Moby Dick. Yeah, I've never read it. I only know the name Captain Ahab and Moby Dick, but I don't know the name of his ship. So I don't think anyone has it. True must not be listening at the moment because she hasn't given a guess yet. I'm not even going to be able to pronounce this correctly. But these says the USS Greenland. Okay, True doesn't know. The name of the ship is the Pequod. The Pequod. Pequud. Pequod. Damn, these are difficult. Oh, here's one that Latheus might know. It's kind of history related. Latheus says sounds French. Who is credited as the designer of the many statues which decorated the Parthenon? Boom says his memory is Swiss cheese. Who is credited as the designer of the many statues which decorated the Parthenon? These are all the arts questions, by the way. I'll switch to entertainment after this one. Come on, Matthias. You're the master of history. Who is credited as the designer of the many statues that decorated the Parthenon? Sheer says, don't know, but the orange one would probably take credit for all the statues on his Twitter. He probably would say he painted the Sistine Chapel. Althea says Phidias, I think. You would be correct. See, Altheus is smart. He pretends that he's not the nerd of the group, that he doesn't know everything. That is correct. Oh, this is another one before I switch to entertainment. Is it the same in English? Oh, I don't know. It just says on here the answer is Phidias. Phidias. I don't know if it's written in English or. So here's one that I'm kind of curious for you, all you book lovers out there. Under what pseudonym did Charlotte Bronte first publish Jane Eyre? Who's a book nerd? Boom says Steve. Matthias says that I do not know. Has anyone on here read Jane Eyre? I haven't. Matthias doesn't like books. Kira says Madame Kinkmeister. Oh. It's actually Currer Bell. Currerbell. All right. I'm asking this question not as an ask. I'm asking it because this you'll understand. I don't want you to answer. I just want you to hear it. Then I'm going to switch to entertainment. So this question starts off in the children's book, and then just think in your head of a children's book, whatever it is, like Little Red Riding Hood, stuff like that. Then it says in the children's book, Phaesper and the Rogue Kite. I have never even heard of Phaesper and the Rogue Kite. Like, is that where is that from? So I am switching to entertainment. Anyways, it says in the children's book, Phaesper and the Rogue Kite, what animal is Phaesper based on? A pink fairy armadillo. All right, so let me go here. Here we go. This is more my cup of tea, even though I don't know most of these. Okay. Raymond Burr played a journalist named Steve Martin in the American version of what giant monster movie? Matthias doesn't know children's books. Shira, I like the children's book. Everyone poops. Like, yeah, that's a children's book. Boom says, oh, Boom is right. Boom is correct. It was Godzilla. Question entertainment number 2. Kira says, I thought children didn't know how to read until they turn 18. What was the gang name of John Travolta and his cohorts in the movie Grease? John Travolta's gang name in the movie Grease. Sharks? No, that's not it. That is actually a good guess. I didn't know it until I read it. But like it sounds legit. It is not the Sharks. True doesn't know. I'm actually surprised, True. I don't know why. I just assume you're like someone who's watched Grease 1,000 times. Kira says Greasy Lowlives. Nope. Could be. True says she knows the Pink Ladies. I have a feeling when you hear it, you're going to be like, oh. True has seen it once. That's actually surprising to me. I'm assuming things. Shira says, yes, the Pink Ladies. I agree with True. So the name of the gang is the T-Birds. Matthias says we could ask him math questions, and as much as I won't get any math questions, I won't get this either. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. Speaking of Canada, Boom was like, shit, that's right. I told you, like, I didn't know it, but when I read it, I said, oh, I have heard of that. What Canadian actor starred in Airplane as Dr. Shirley Rumick? They named themselves after a Ford. Probably, yeah. I mean, I know a Thunderbird, I think, is an animal, but probs. Shearer says, all I remember is John Travolta being secretly gay. Sounds about right. What Canadian actor starred in Airplane as Dr. Shirley Rumack? Will we accept the white-haired comedy dude? Let me check. We will accept the white-haired comedy dude because that is who it is. Even though you could say that's Steve Martin, but Shears, I wish I could be secretly gay, but I'm just too good at it. Boom says Thunderbird is an American Indian god. Oh, he did the Naked Gun movie. He did. It is Leslie Nielsen. Oh, this one I would know because it's my favorite. Which Scottish princess proves her bravery and skill with the bow in Brave? Shearer says, no, Boom deserves the point. Well, technically, this is an unsanctioned trivia. I'm not keeping points tonight. Boom says, haven't seen it. Oh, Boom. Brave is my favorite Disney princess movie. I freaking love Brave. True is correct. It is Merida. Soulless ginger lass. Merida's not soulless. Okay, here's one. I've never seen this movie, so I wouldn't know, but I'm sure some of you have. What was the name of Tom Hanks's character in the movie Castaway? The name of Tom Hanks' character in the movie Castaway. True says Joe. I think Joe was the name of the volleyball, wasn't it? I know some of you had to have seen Castaway. Though I say that like I've seen it, but I haven't. Boom says, that's evil. 90% of the movie is just him talking. Thea says, wait. Boom says, oh, Wilson was the volleyball. Okay. Kira thought he played himself. So Tom, it is not Tom. Kira said, thank you, Boom. Steve. It's not. Tom Hanks's character in that movie's name. The name of Tom Hanks's character in that movie is Chuck Noland. All right, here's an easy one. Who played the role of the private investigator in Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Who played the role of the private investigator in Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Also played Mario in the Super Mario Brothers movie, the original one. Shearer says that's a Hollywood made-up name. Boom says Hoskins. He is correct. Althea says, easy one you say, huh? Boo. Shearer said Mario. And Shearer's like, she knows he was also Mario. Dude. Let's see. Here's one that is kind of easy, but sounds like a trick question. What is Indiana Jones's daytime occupation? Like, this is a really easy one, but even when before I looked at the answer, I knew the answer, and I was like, no, 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 he doesn't do that. Indiana Jones's daytime occupation. This one Lathea should know. Boomhauer is correct. He is a professor. Kira, is he a whip daddy? Professor or a whip daddy? No, it's a movie. I don't know. Do you watch any American movies or all non-American movies? Let's see. All right, this one sounds like really like if you have to be a stan of this movie to know this. So I'm curious about the answer, so I'll ask it. Lathea says, some in the past, but haven't watched a lot, just the famous ones. Indiana Jones is definitely a famous one. He did have a Wookiee. What's the preferred screening time for cult showings of the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Lathea says, boom, you should name your name Boohauer. So Lathea, if as a history buff, are you going to watch Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey to pick it apart? Shira is correct. It's midnight, 69 minutes. And Shira levels up to level 13.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one. Oh.
Okay, let me see if there's history over here for a boy. Here we go, Latheus. During World War II, who was nicknamed the Desert Fox? Boom misunderstood the question. I think you understood it. That was a good answer. Her parents will be proud. Oh my God, Boomhauer got it first. I asked this one specifically for Latheus. He probably wasn't paying attention. And Boomhauer got it. It was Erwin Rommel. Well, sticking with World War II, who was the leader of China during World War II? Kira says Sky Fox. Wasn't that a video game? That was a video game. Boom says he knows a lot about World War II. Oh, Star Fox too. Yeah, it was Star Fox. Whoops. Boom says Mao or Chang. Latheus is correct. Chiang Kai-shek. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait. I thought I was in all history, but I'm not. I got to get to history. Okay. The April 13, 1919 Jallianwala Bagh massacre of civilians by British troops is also known by what other name? Boom says, there were two Chinas. Trick question. Marsha, what's going on? Oh, I stumped Lathea. Well, now we'll all learn something. The April 13th, 1919 Jallianwala Bagh massacre of civilians by British troops is also, whoops, an ad popped up, also known as the Amritsar massacre. Boom says very similar to the massacre in Andor. There's a lot of World War II questions. This isn't a World War II question. This is just a segue. I mean, this is not a segue. I said that and now World War II is over. But what was Cambodia once known as? The very unlucky day for all those people. That is what they would call the movie. If they made a movie based on that, they would call it the very unlucky day for all those people. Do some medieval ones. I do not have control over the history questions on this website. It's the second one, the Khmer, the Khmer Empire. Oh, True was even in on this one. Marcia says, "Hi everyone. Marcia sucks at history. I used to hide romance books behind the school books and read those. Plus, I had dry teachers that didn't inspire me. I think we all did, except for Boomhauer and Matthias." Let's see. All right. What military action was codenamed Operation Just Cause? Boom says, "Now that guy was a dick. Have you ever seen The Killing Fields?" I have not, but it sounds familiar. What military action was codenamed Operation Just Cause? I wonder if the video game Just Cause is based on Operation Just Cause. Do 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 do. The answer is C. Yep, close enough. Killing bin Laden, that was not it. But Thea says maybe Gulf War. No, Operation Just Cause, it was the U.S. invasion of Panama. 1980, it was a month between December of 89, January of 1990. Let's see. Which English king signed the Magna Carta in 1215? Kira says, "I thought you said just cause." I have a little lisp. I have weird teeth. Boom says, "And he was a CIA plant gone awry." Who, Hun Sen? Damn, Matthias. Let's see. Do, do, do. Okay. What operation brought over 1,500 German scientists, engineers, and technicians following the end of World War II to the United States to aid in military research? Boomhauer is correct. Let's see. Here is something that I did not know about Italian art history. Why did Michelangelo dislike Raphael? It sounds like a funny kid's like joke riddle, but I guess it's true. Why did Michelangelo actually dislike Raphael? It says he thought Raphael was copying his work. That's too easy, but I'll ask it. Boom says they both like the same twink. Probably Leonardo. What large ancient Roman city was buried in volcanic ash when Mount Vesuvius erupted in the year 79 AD? Well, doesn't appreciate. Oh man. Boomhauer is correct. Pompeii. Let's see. Lethea says I was first. Oh yeah, I just saw it actually. That's weird. I didn't see it at first. Lethea was first for Pompeii. Lethea is getting cocky even though he got the last 5 wrong. Ooh. That's too American for these that I know. Oh, shit. Oh my God, I'm dying. There's a lot of, now it's all of a sudden American history. That's a weird one to put in history. Over what ocean did Amelia Earhart disappear? Ya bloody cunts. Shearer says, oi, no one cares about the USA right now. Pass. Over what ocean did Amelia Earhart disappear? Boom says Pacific. He is correct. I don't like years. There's a lot of years ones, and those are like ridiculous. Oh my God. That's more of a fun fact than history. All right, here's one that I don't know. It's Greek. Marcia said she actually knew that one. Boom, it is not weird at all. What Greek mathematician held off the Romans during the siege of Syracuse in 212 BC? What Greek mathematician held off the Romans during the siege of Syracuse in 212 BC? Boom says, Foo, what's his name?
Stupid bitch doesn't even know. She is gonna get the best bottle of wine of her stupid bitch life.
You guys definitely know this. True, got it. Excuse me. Sure said eucalyptus. It was the same amount of syllables. Archimedes, eucalyptus, 4 syllables. But yeah, True got that one. Here we go. Finally, the 98th question, Lethius, is a medieval history question. In medieval history, what was a schiltron? True said she guessed. In medieval history, what was a schiltron? Do, 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 do. Boom says a shyster? A what? A S-C-H-I. S-C-H-I-L-T-R-O-N. A schiltron. A calculator? It was not a calculator. The first deception, an adult aid toy. All sound like good answers. Okay, it says a schiltron was a battle formation that consisted of soldiers with long spears placed into circular, tightly packed formations. The first known circle jerk. Matthias says, yeah, I have no idea. Boom, we learn something new every day. See, we all learn together, and by tomorrow I will have no idea. Haha, sounds like a position in the bedroom. What nation was led by Frederick the Great? What nation was led by Frederick the Great? There aren't any Amsterdam history questions. Marcia says, I thought it could have been in special armor. That's why you got to answer. Like, that was close. Like, you would have been the closest. Boom says German. The answer is not Germany or France, but I don't know if this word. Yeah, it is Prussia. I was going to say, I don't know shit about history. I don't know what Prussia is. I've heard of it, but I don't know if it was in Germany or in France or part of something. So I didn't want to say like, you're wrong because I don't know where it is. I'm an idiot. Let's see. There's a lot of war questions. Let's see. These are terrible questions. Where do they get these from? Okay. How was the German battleship Bismarck disabled during World War II? Again, all these World War II questions. I don't know shit about the Prussians. I don't know anything. But these actually, without the Dutch, many historians argue the US Revolution would have failed because the Dutch ignored the British trade ban. Boom says air launched torpedo. Kira says her brain is on for 16 of the 24 hours. I just can't be forced to think. The answer to the question I asked was they were attacked by attacks of swordfish aircraft from the British aircraft carrier Oak Royal. All right. I'll stop with the trivia. I don't want Shira's brain to explode. Matthias's father wrote a book on the Bismarck. He wrote a book while he was on it, or he wrote a book about it? The answer is C. It's always see you next Tuesday. Matthias says, if my father dies, I am allowed to publish it. That will be cool. Oh, my back. All right, no more trivia tonight. Once again, I want to kind of champion. Matthias has a game that sounds interesting to play, that geography game, but you kind of need to be in like a chat room together. And I know not everyone wants to use Discord or etc. But like if everyone uses Skype or something like that, or Zoom, like we don't have to be on camera, but they have like you could chat in it, right? So I don't know. I'm just championing something Matthias wants to do. But I would say go to Matthias so we could coordinate it. You can just play without voice chat. We could all try it now without it. I guess we could do a test run. I don't know. Do we all have to like be on a website? Do we all need an app installed? Like, how does that work? All right, so we have a link. Okay, Matthias's party. Oh, you could choose your avatar. That's funny. Shuffle. Choose your nickname. All right, I'm in as a guest. Matthias is in and I am in. Waiting for host to start the game. I know we got about 10 minutes left, so everyone just hop in. Click the link. It's not asking for money. Who is oh, that's Marsha. So Marsha's in. Kira is in. Yes. I would say just do world. This is a good test for the True is in. I guess no one. I'm the only one who must have clicked on the random button to choose an icon that kind of resembles. I mean, I don't have hair, but True definitely did not hit random. Shira says 1 sec. Marsha's character is in black and white. Boomhauer is in. Oh, so this is cool then. It looks like everyone's down to play this, so maybe next Tuesday this is what we do. Or whenever before then, because this is easier than I thought it was going to be. This might be very difficult. Well, it's we're just testing it out. So as of right now, it does look fairly simple. So let's first see how you will be doing, buddy. I'm going to be doing terrible. Shira can't find herself. There's already 6 people in here. You, me, Kira, True, Boom, Marsha. Who is Icy Chasm 568? Is that Kira? I mean, Shira? All right. Round one. Oh my God, it's Google Maps. Okay, so I see an image, and then what do we have to do? We have to pick where and oh, this is kind of um do. All right, I selected mine. Is this where they hide the bodies? Do. Damn, this though would be cool on video chat with beers and stuff. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was 4,886 miles from the correct location. Oh, but I can't see everybody else's. Oh, actually, True guessed the same as me. Matthias guessed really, really close. I don't think anybody else guessed. According to this map, only 3 people guessed. Kira said she's so lost. Yeah, this is really difficult. It's a cool game, though, I'll tell you that much. Also, to be honest, if I looked at this picture and said, ooh, I know that language, I would have no idea where that place is on the map. Like this. No idea where this is. I'm trying to read that sign. Come on. There we go. Damn it. I want to read that sign. Yeah, that looks like here. I took a guess. Marcia says they don't know what they're doing. Yeah, this is tough. This sounds like a plot by the Reds. This is fun, to be honest. It's really, really difficult. I was way off. Damn, True was got it, basically. Boomhauer. Oh, I kind of feel like if you all click the link on your phone, it might be a little bit more difficult to play. But I thought it was in Russia. And it was not. But yeah, True and Latias once again was super close. All right, loading location. I think next time if we really play, I don't know if I could do world, but it would be kind of like unfair if we did United States. So my countdown is going, but I do not see a map. I mean, I don't see a picture. So Oh, it's coming, I think. There's a minute left. I still don't see anything. Oh, there we go. There we go. This is... Oh my God, I don't know where this is either. This is... I don't know. All right, I guessed. Lots of clues in this one. I did not see one clue. Two, one. Ah, man. This was closer than I've ever been. Oh my God, me and True are basically in the exact same spot. Boomhauer was super close. Matthias obviously got it right. All right, it's 8 o'clock. Let's do one more. This is kind of neat, though. So I'll do one more, and then, yeah, maybe one night, like, this is what we do. All right, we're in somebody's backyard. That's really safe. It's bedtime. I can't get out of this driveway for some reason. Kira, same. I'm going to be right after this round. I am out as well. But this one, I think I know. But probably wrong. I'm just trying to get out of this back alley. But it's not letting me out. There we go. Come on. I have 30 seconds. Jesus. I don't know where this is. I think I have an idea. So, no. All right, my guess is in. This is pretty damn fun with these, I must say. All right, 5, 4, 3. I put Mexico. It's Spain or Portugal. Matthias was right again. This is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm definitely down to play more. For sure. But seeing as it's 8:02 for tonight, it's time to peace out. But that is really dope. It's easy. I like that you don't need to sign in. You just click a link. You're ready to play. You could lead it, pickle, wherever we do. Oh, I already logged out. I clicked off already. And I have to run out into the living room. So that was fun. Always 5 rounds. All right, now I know. So everyone, yeah, I'll see you next Tuesday. Oh, not in that way. But keep an eye out. Once again, The Kind Assassin and I, we live stream our game. So we always love to see you on. Matthias and True almost hop on every time. But we do love when you guys watch us play video games. So, yes, nice stream. Thanks to all of you, as always. And we definitely, yeah, we got to play that. So maybe next week, for sure, once we're on, we could play. And that'll be cool. So I hope everyone gets some rest. Who's tired. I think we're all tired of something, for one reason or another. And I don't even know what I'm saying right now. And keep an eye out for The Good Place season 2, episode 11. Hopefully I get it on YouTube tomorrow. Peace, guys.